Welcome to the Mother's Day edition of Ask Us Anything.
We're Mike and Jennifer in the campground, and isn't it nice on a Sunday when everybody goes home and the campground empties?
The last couple of nights it was a real happening around here, but now just about everybody's gone home.
Yeah, and we're in the middle of a 2-week shakedown cruise camping trip with our new RV, our Arcadia 3250 fifth wheel. And 1 week down as of today, right?
Right.
And it's been fun.
And everything's going great. We've got our blind on our door, and we're just one by one picking everything off.
All we've been doing is shop. We've been shopping. Boy, my face red from lying on the sun. Tell everybody what we did today.
Well, today I was extremely fortunate that our daughter and her 2 girls came out to visit us at the campground, and our son and his wife and their 2 children came to visit us for lunch as well. And we grilled up some chicken and hamburgers, and I made potato salad, and we had veggies, and it was just a sweet time.
And they all left about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3:30, and we immediately took naps. But I was out. I got a lot of sun today.
Actually, our daughter said she was going to stay until 4, but you were sleeping.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. It has been. It's been a wild, crazy time for the last 2 weeks. And this was our first really relaxation day, and it's pretty exciting. And if you think that, let me pull this up here, see if I can do this. If you think that we're tired, and you see old Bo back there, he's out. He was visited by 2 of his cousins, the dog.
Cousin dogs.
And on our little chalkboard behind me there,
Mickey and Clover.
I don't know if I can get that. Welcome to our RV. Our granddaughter. Well, it doesn't work. The granddaughter drew that up for us, so we'll leave that there and we'll put that. So that's as much as you get. Hey, we got winners to announce.
All right.
Of
let's hear them.
The Wildland coffee. That's that great coffee in like a tea bag. It's not instant coffee. It's really good quality coffee, and you put it in hot water. It makes up really good. We have 4 folks who won 20 packs for them, and I just lost it. And now
Mike wanted me to read these, and I have a habit of touching the phone, and I don't touch it just right, and things disappear. Yeah. So it isn't just my skill.
Yep. Where is it? I just had it here.
I knew that if you handed it to me, that's what would happen to it.
Yeah.
But you'll find it.
Hey, Phyllis, do you have it? She's laughing. Let's bring Phyllis on.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can get it in about 3 seconds if you let me get there real quick.
I'm looking on my phone. And
all right.
Whenever you hand something to me, I lose it. I mean, there's something about my touch.
All right. Well, I've got them right here. You ready?
Yeah. Here's the winners. 4 people each won a 20-pack of this Wildlands coffee.
So Joel from New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Hey, Joel.
Yeah, great place. Annette from, and I have no idea how to pronounce this.
Opelousas. I know that one.
Opelousas, Louisiana.
Yep.
Okay. And Nicole from West Bend, Wisconsin. And Kelly from Berlin, New Hampshire.
There you go.
Thank you, Phyllis. What would we do without you?
Yes, and the other thing that I wanted to make sure everybody knows that you can still get 15% off on their coffee if you just want to go and buy it. Just go to rvlifestyle.com/wildlandcoffee and then put in RVLife15 as the code, and you can get 15% off.
15% off. And we'll put that in the newsletter that goes out tomorrow. So thank you for rescuing me, because I lost it.
No problem.
I lost it. All right. Phyllis Carr is going to help us with questions in a few minutes as we get your questions coming in. Over on the other end, on the YouTube end, is Chris Cowley tonight, keeping track of everybody there. So thank you, Chris, as well, for being there. Hey, your Mother's Day tulips are showing up well there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a new contest that rolls out this week. And as you know, if you go to rvlifestyle.com, there's a giveaways link there. Just click that. And this is one of the things that we've given away a couple of times before over the years. Very popular. And if you have a dog or a cat or a pet, you want to go here and register. You just sign up, just put your name in the hat, and it goes into the sweepstakes. And 2 weeks from now, we're giving away to 2 lucky people a $300 system, the Waggle camera. Waggle LTE Lite, I think it is. No, it's Waggle GPS Lite. And it's we have it in our RV, and it monitors the temperature inside your RV. If the temperature goes above a certain level that you set, it will send you a text alert. You can use an app on your cell phone, and you can call it up to see what the temperature is inside at any time on demand. Just a great feature, a great service, and you'll like it. So go there. We're giving away 2 of those. They're each worth about $300, and we will be announcing the winners of that 2 weeks from tonight. So this is a good contest.
It's a very good contest, and very needed thing to have. It make your life easier.
Yeah, and peace of mind. It gives you such peace of mind. All right, I'm going to call up the first question from one of our regulars. Hi, Bradley Olson. Thank you. And what is Bradley asking us?
What appliances are you able to run on your Wonder while hooked up during mooch docking if they don't have a 30 amp outlet?
Everything except the air conditioner. And if we can hook up to household current, because we have a soft start on our air conditioner, we can run the air conditioner as well. So if you're mooch docking and you can plug into, a 15, 20 amp house circuit, you can run your air conditioner if you have soft start. And if you don't know what soft start is, they're on our partners page. We've had one now for a few years. We really are big fans of them. There is a soft start on this, our new RV as well. And I don't know if it will run because it's a bigger unit. Actually, there's 2 air conditioners on this one. It usually needs 50 amps to run 2 of them, but one of them would run with the soft start on 30 amps. So, but soft start's a great thing to get. So we can run pretty much when we're mooch docking on our Wonder with our solar and everything we have on it, everything except the air.
So the microwave, hair dryer, toaster, those are the big ones.
Not at the same time. No, you run the microwave for a couple of seconds or a minute or 2, and the toaster all by itself. Don't run them all at the same time because none of it they won't handle it. But that's good. Good question, Bradley. Suzanne Weiss.
Does your truck have the puck system and camera that looks into bed on truck?
She also asks, yes, it is an auto slide, and the Tonyo's cover. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Tonyo. It's a soft cover on the thing. Yes, it with the hitch in place, it goes where you can close it. It's open. It's closed, and it is an auto slide. Our hitch. We have a CURT CORT system. The camera. No, my truck does not have a camera that looks at the hitch. And I gotta tell you, with service, automobile service, I wanted to get the truck checked out. One local Ford dealer couldn't get me in for 3 weeks. A bigger local Ford dealer was 2 weeks. And I just wanted to check it out, check the unit out. I'd love to talk to him about putting a camera that looks down on the hitch area itself. But I don't even know where to go for that now because you just can't get service. These are crazy times we live in. I was mad at them all before because they're charging $10,000, $20,000 above list price for these heavy duty trucks. But man, if you need some service on them, good luck in getting in. You can't. I guess I don't know why. Maybe it's labor.
I would think it's labor. Just trying to get an oil change these days can be something hard to get.
So that's all. We don't have the camera that works down on the hitch for the fifth wheel hitch, and I would really like to get that. I think that would be nice to get, but I have no idea where to go. Robert Hoke.
I have a 2021 Ford Tolero, which came without a spare tire. This makes me a little uneasy. Do you recommend getting one?
No, I don't necessarily. It's not on there because they're trying to save weight and save money. So that's a common thing on many Class Bs, many motorhomes, that they don't put a spare tire on.
Oh, our road truck had a spare tire, but it was way underneath.
But it did have one.
It had one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't easy to access.
No. So Robert, what I would recommend is just have a good road service. We have good SAM road service for ours, all of our RVs, and they'll either bring you out a new tire if you need it, or they'll take it off and repair it. So that's the solution you get. So I don't necessarily recommend that you get a spare tire. It's a lot of money, and where you're going to put it, and it's more weight. Rich Kurtz.
What is the maximum driving time distance You're comfortable in a day.
Comfortable
Until you drop.
Till you drop. Yeah.
And you know, you can do it that day. You can drive forever, but you'll pay the next day.
The biggest we've gone this
The
year,
longest?
the longest, was just a couple weeks ago, and I think we are still recovering from it. We, as you know, we tried to buy this truck. Took 2 months to find it, and we bought it in near Louisville, Kentucky.
But we came home from
We had driven home from Florida.
Sunday night.
And then on Tuesday, we turned around and we drove. We had to pick up the car we were trading in and drive 400 miles to Louisville, buy the truck, and then drive 400 miles back the same day. That was 800 miles.
And it was buying the car in the parking lot.
Yeah,
of a
it looked like a drug
Starbucks.
deal. Yeah, the parking lot of a Starbucks.
Yeah.
But with the RV, we've gone as much as 700 miles, and I don't recommend that. I really don't.
No.
You know, our recommendation is 330 miles a day. That's what you should go, and
or stop at 3:30.
Or stop at 3:30 in the afternoon. The idea being that you don't go so far that you're so tired that you can't enjoy the area where you're spending that night. So that's what we recommend, 3:30. We call it the 3:30 rule, right?
And some people have, what do they call it?
Some people have a 2:30. Some have a 3 rule. Everybody seems to have copied that and come up with their own little.
And you know, maybe 200 miles is enough to drive.
Yeah, 200 would be great if you could do it, but my camera drives me nuts. It's a little uneven, but well. E. Scott.
Happy Mother's Day to you too. We have a Wonder rear twin bed too, and have been having problems with our automatic refrigerator. I am wondering if yours is fixed and what the problem turned out to be.
We don't know. It does seem to work.
It works when you're plugged into electricity, but we have not had it out on the road.
We hopefully will be having it in a couple of weeks. The last time we tried it, it didn't work, and we camped. We ended up going to a KOA that night. You had bought some ice and put some ice in the refrigerator. Mm-hmm. And then when we got there, I plugged in because it had 30 amp service. And I said, Jen, look, the refrigerator's now on. And then when we unplugged, it stayed on gas. So I don't know. Something happened to it, maybe as we were driving that day, because it was working when we took off the day before, and it just stopped working. Our
warranty is up because...
Oh, yeah, of course the warranty's up.
Yeah, I think it's only a year, isn't it?
And there's a parts shortage. I don't know how long it would take, but we have not been happy. I got to tell you, E. Scott, with the Dometic refrigerator on the Wonder. The first one we had, the door fell off.
This one, the door. This one?
Yeah. Actually, we did. We got a new. We got a new refrigerator. It was a new refrigerator.
Yeah, they gave us a new.
They sent us a new refrigerator after about 2 months, and then, but you still can only. It's supposed to be one of those doors you open both ways, and it only opens one way. And
you have to slide your fingers down on both sides
every time
to
you
make
shut
sure
it.
It's tight. Every time you shut it, you got to make sure it's really tight.
So
and the knob fell off.
And the knob fell off, and little stuff. But I mean, it's I mean,
I want to trust my refrigerator.
Yes, that's one of the things that there isn't a lot of room in an RV trip for a refrigerator to go bad,
and that's where that Dixie cup, where you have a little cup of water, or you have a little plastic jar with the top on, and freeze some water, and then put a coin on top of it, and then if it thaws, you know that your food in the refrigerator has thawed.
That's a great tip. Yeah,
because it makes you nervous. You don't want to get food poisoning.
Yeah, it is. So good luck, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's wrong.
We don't know what the problem was, but it seemed to work.
As long as we're plugged into
electricity.
We
drove back from Tennessee to Michigan. Yep. Matthew Blau. Hi, Matthew.
Are you not worried about security leaving your fifth wheel at your property? Will you build a pole barn to put it in to protect it?
I don't think so.
No, we're a slant. That would be quite a project, building a pole barn.
Oh yeah, we'd have to put more fill in. That would be a big hassle.
Can't even imagine.
So no, I don't think we don't have any plans for a pole barn now. But I think what we want to do is probably put a gate in. We have two driveway, a big circular driveway, a U-shaped driveway. So I think we need to put some gates in. We had hoped to go down there about just before Memorial Day and spend a week or so doing some work on the property. The electricity is not in. They've been telling us it would be in any week since December, and they have not run the electric wires as of this week. The poles are in, they're guyed, but the wires, they have not been strung. So we have no idea when electricity will be in.
And with it getting warmer, we're going to need electricity.
Yeah, we want to run the air. So our trip to actually go down and fix it is kind of up in the air. We have a big family trip that we were planning to stay on the cat property next month, towards the end of June. We've already promised it to some friends to use for the 4th of July. And I don't know whether we're going to have electricity in, and it's becoming a little frustrating. But that's always the way it is when you develop property and you're depending on the utilities to do that, But it's.
I'm sure there's shortages of everything that they need.
So we're kind of up in the air on all that. We're still looking for property in Michigan, and we'll let you know on that.
And are we worried about the security? I am. I don't think you are.
I am. We just have to see what it is. It would be nice to have a pole barn, a steel pole barn that you could put it inside and secure it up. But I don't think it's.
I can't.
I don't want the
property.
I'm not interested in that expense. Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to play it by ear, Matthew, and hopefully the first thing I want is electricity in, and then we will be ready. We do want to make our property available on Boondockers Welcome too, and we'll talk about that in our podcast this week. But without electricity, it's not quite ready, and I do think I need to put some gates in, and then trying to get somebody to do that. It's time. You can't find people to do work anymore. So wish us luck. We're working on it. Stephanie Lewis Mulvey.
I have a question about mail. How often do you get mail items when you move from location to location?
We normally, I got to tell you, we get very little mail that we need. Everything all of our important stuff, we do it electronically. You can't rely on the post office anymore. I mean, this is just I sound like I'm a downer here, but you can't, that. So almost everything that we get in the mail is junk mail, and we have it held you can have it held for 30 days, or you can have it forwarded to a new place, which we have done from time to time. But there's very little mail that we get, maybe 2 or 3 pieces a month that are important.
And when you have a package sent, you know about how long it's going to take to get it. We have an Amazon center just
gosh, yeah, I ordered
a couple miles from our house, and we get things instantly.
The same day. Yeah, that's up here in Michigan. I ordered. By the way, many of you have suggested the Blackstone grill, and because we needed to get a new grill for this RV. So we got the Blackstone. We were at Camping World. We did our big shopping spree there, and we bought the Blackstone grill, and we absolutely love it. But I wanted a cover for it, and I ordered it last night about 4:00, and it was delivered at 7:00. You figure that out. So who needs a mail? But and of course you can have packages sent with Amazon. You can have them hold it in different cities, and there's all sorts of ways. There are many mail forwarding services. I think it's America's Mailbox is the company that we have recommended before. You can find them on the RV Lifestyle Partners page. Just go to rvlifestyle.com, look for the Partners page, and you can see that's the service that we would recommend. All right. Nancy Jenkins.
How do you deal with dog fur on seats in the vehicle?
Yes,
well, right now I've got a throw on top of our L sofa, and Bo gets the idea that he's only allowed to sit on half of it. He isn't allowed to sit on the whole sofa.
Bo does like that, but can you see that that's a throw?
Happy.
He is exhausted. And we also have seat covers in our truck now that we use for towing,
and our car, everything,
and our car, and
in my Wonder, I have great big towel blankets that I put on the twin beds,
so that
because he is a huge dog with dirty feet and sand on him and dirt.
It comes with the cost taking the dogs.
It comes with the cost of having a dog. Little dog, not much.
Thank you to Linda Lanassa for a $1.99 super chat. Linda, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. We really appreciate that. Did you give us another one? It looks like it came back up again. So, but anyway, we thank you. We recognize that. And we thank you very much for that. We are camping still at, we're following our own advice from, we're probably 5 miles from our house. Is that it?
We're
5, 6
far.
miles?
It's a few miles, just a couple miles from our house.
And
And
we're
it
here
feels
for
like
2
we
weeks.
are forever away.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's just been great.
I got to say, I'm having trouble with the mattress here.
It's a little hard.
It's like, it's very hard.
Hey, Phyllis,
Very firm.
did you hear that? We have we have that mattress company that we've been talking with. We have a 60 by 80 queen, so we're looking for a really nice, softer mattress for this thing.
All right, we'll get it set up.
It is hard.
Not that I like soft. I mean, I like a firm mattress, but it's kind of like sleeping.
Alice Sabatini, love
floor.
the fifth wheel. I don't know about pulling it. You know, that's the easiest part is pulling it.
It's hooking it up. I think that challenges you.
Hooking it up
Come here, Bubba.
and unhooking it is the scarier part. Yeah. And we're working on it. I've done it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and I've had it shown to me a couple of times. Yeah, normally, but we're figuring that out. And if you look at the video that we released yesterday, just kind of us getting used to it, you can see it driving down the road as we're pulling stuff, and it worked really well. Hey, let's say hi to our friend Kathy Costas Tomasetti. Happy Mother's Day to you, Kathy.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Kathy.
Yeah.
I hope sometime we can overlap in Tennessee because we would like to see you.
Yeah. And so
And
that's
Ed.
good. Julie Leonard.
Love watching your new adventure. We have owned Fiverr since 2003, and your new fifth wheel was one of my favorites at the Tampa RV show. Good luck from a fellow Michigander. Have you found Michigan land yet?
Oh, frustrating. Thank you very much, Julie. And this is where we found this. Oh, look at the deer are out again. I can see the deer.
I hope Bo doesn't look out the window.
4 of them. We found this at the Tampa RV show, and we had no intentions of a fifth wheel.
This is what happens when I show enthusiasm. I went in it and thought, oh, this is really cute.
She wants one. We're going to get it. Yeah.
I should never show enthusiasm.
Well, like I said, we still have a Class A that we can get. We still need to have experience with the Class A, and we still need to have experience with the truck camper someday. So, somebody wrote we need experience with the teardrop, but we don't. Michigan land.
So.
You know, I really had a line on a 10-acre parcel that I really, really wanted to go up and see in the next week, and it sold.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go instantly.
And I'm finding that the land that I want, if I can't get there in the day or so, it's gone. And I have maybe 4 parcels that I'm kind of watching, but I really had one that I was excited about, 10 acres, and sold. So we are still looking. We hope to find it. You know, I keep saying it. I'm waiting for somebody to say, hey, Mike, I got 10 acres. I'll say it's got electricity, it's got a driveway, and it's got a septic and a sewer and a gate. And I'm going to find it yet. But we are still looking, Julie, and we hope to do something this summer with it. James Finley.
I have a 2019 Chevy
2500 heavy duty.
Yep. Traveling for 5 years. We have a 31-foot travel trailer, and gas is killing me.
Tell me about it. I'm doing diesel, not gas. 519. I just joined that diesel truck program that will give me a 20-30 cent discount supposedly on diesel. I'll let you know how all that goes. I forget, it's an E something initials, 3 initials, and I signed up last night actually because several of you saw the video we released yesterday and said, hey, you need to get this card. And so I checked that out. You can find that in the comments underneath the video on YouTube. And I signed up, so that'll help a little bit. But oh my gosh, it's insane. And it's not going to get better, James.
No, it isn't going to get better.
It's not going to get better. So not this year anyway. Ty Webb.
Guys, very entertaining watching you learn the whole fifth wheel experience.
That's why we're so tired, James, or Ty. Yeah.
You should put a bed rug in the truck. Thank you for suggesting that. Really helps the knees and keeps things from sliding around.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, in the back there. I've not seen a bed rug, but I'll have to look that up.
Do we cut one? I mean, do we make one fit?
I don't know.
That would make sense because things are rattling around in there.
You know.
But what about water getting in? you know.
No. It'd be on the ground, on the floor. So
On
things
the-
aren't moving around in the bed of the truck.
Yeah,
Why would water get in there?
because water does get in.
Oh,
We
when
had some
you're
things
when
back in there.
you're towing, when you're towing, because it's open. I don't know. I'm sure they're waterproof. We haven't told everybody this. We still are planning to do a full walkthrough on this, but everybody are always asking, what about your e-bikes? Well, we can carry our e-bikes. One of the big surprises about this unit was it has a rear 2-inch receiver hitch that can hold our 2 e-bikes. And we are really excited about that. So it's going to be much easier to take the e-bikes. We tow the fifth wheel, and at the back of the fifth wheel on the bumper, there is a hitch, and we can tow e-bikes that way. We probably can put folded up versions of our e-bikes in the bed of the truck as well.
If we're filling it up with boxes with the grill and the smokeless fire.
Oh no, they'll all go in in this unit, not in the truck. So, although we could put them in the truck. So, Eric Miller, our Unity twin bed,
2021 Mercedes-Benz chassis, subject to a recall on a torsion bar. Afraid to drive at long distances. Ooh.
Yeah, you're probably finding the same thing I'm finding, Eric. There's a recall on my Ford for the windshield wiper gears. And I called them up and I said, hey, I want to come in and get that recall. And they said, oh, well, we don't have the parts and Ford has no estimate when the parts will be available. How can you do a recall if you don't have parts to fix it? I don't know. It's probably the same thing with your Mercedes. Torsion bars are a little more serious than windshield wiper gears. So I guess I would defer that to what a mechanic would recommend to you. But I would be concerned as well. I don't know. Ty Webb. Do I have a tire pressure monitoring system?
You do, don't you?
Yes.
In your
no, not for the fifth wheel. I don't have it on these.
Wonder.
I don't. I could put one on here. I probably will do so. Yep, you're right. It's TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. I don't on the fifth wheel. I do on the truck, obviously. I do on our Class C Wonder, but I should put them on this one as well. So that's on my list. And Senior Adventures.
Wish me well, as Thursday I'm heading back from Florida to the Cape in my 27-year-old Falcon Class B.
Oh, and you've been doing it long enough. You'll have no problems. You are also so much wiser than we are because you waited until May to go back north. And we came back about 3 or 4 weeks ago to nothing but cold weather. Even now it's 62 degrees and windy.
It feels cold. It's windy. It's the wind that makes it feel chilly.
Sun was out today. That was big. And it's supposed to be really nice in the week ahead. And you'll have no problems and enjoy the Cape. Wow. Love the Cape in springtime, summertime, fall. You'll have a great time. Drive safe and slow and don't go farther than you need to go for a day. Greg Borton.
Are you concerned about having limited AC in your fifth wheel when not at a campground?
No, I'm not. We don't use AC that much. And I have plans. Let me just tell you that. I have plans to, right now we have more power on this than we did on any of our motorhomes. We have 600 watts of solar and not 400 as we have in the Wonder. And this is really good solar. They're dedicated solar. They're really great cases. They're above, so they cool. They're hooked up in parallel, which not series like so many of the cheaper ones are. And what that means is if one panel goes in the series setup, they all are out. It's like, Christmas tree lights. And this one, if one panel goes, the rest of them pick it up. They're very efficient solar panels. So we have 600 watts and we have 300 watts of lithium. The 600 watt solar, 300 watts of lithium. On our Wonder, it's 400 watts of solar and 200 watts of lithium. We have plans to increase all of that on this, and we will let you know more about that. But we can only do so much every week, and you can't see this chart behind me, but I've got so much stuff on.
Oh, you erased.
We erased part of it because we got that special announcement.
Chart.
I wish I could show that.
You want to?
My granddaughter's in goes to art school, and she has. Isn't that nice? But on that at the top. It says to do. That's my to-do list.
And where we are, because we are seniors.
Well, that's our recommendation.
That's my joke.
And then welcome to the RV for all of our guests. So our granddaughter did that, and but we have so many things on our list that that's going to have to take a couple of weeks.
I can't believe that you erased your to-do list because you're kind of.
I got them on my phone. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's too much personal business to have on a thing. So we'll just use that for go for a hike or something like that. Traveling Merton and Sue.
How much did your Starlink cost you all together, including your custom setup with the pole for the RV parks?
Well, the Starlink system, I think, is.
Are you telling me to cover my ears?
No, I think the Starlink system is $500 when I bought it in March. I think it raised the price just a little bit, but it's $500. And then the pole, the flagpole was, I don't know, it's a telescoping. I bought it on Amazon, $50 maybe. And then I have to buy a bracket kit for it, maybe $20. So that's all that cost. And the Starlink system is very well worth it in my mind. It is not for everybody. Access, when I first signed up, it was basically $99 a month. But then shortly after I signed up, they upped it to $110 a month. Still a bargain. Unlimited, incredibly fast. We're on it right now, as a matter of fact. And then just this past week, I'm going to do a whole report on Starlink for RVers on Saturday, a video on it. But just this week, Starlink announced that you could use it for portable use, meaning that when you travel about as an RVer, you could have your Starlink system working. Even Mr. Musk himself commented how Starlink is such a great deal for RVers. So it's cheaper than the internet that I have. The cellular service is $138 a month. So, and that is not as fast as Starlink. So it's been great. It's not developed completely yet. And whenever I talk about it to RVers, there's those RVers who are so budget conscious and they get along with just one cell phone, and you don't need it. Don't even think about it. There are those who have to be connected all the time and work. That's like us. That's who Starlink is for. It is just a great service so far. And I've had it up now. I think we put it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and man, it's been really fun. We've been really enjoying it. Cindy Trost.
What would you say are the must-haves when considering buying a deeded RV lot in a resort?
In a resort. Yeah. We just got invited to go visit a couple of them that are selling lots. One of them on a lake in Alabama, and one is out in California in the desert somewhere. I'm all for doing both of them. A deeded RV lot is different than buying deeded property. Our deeded property, is a whole different thing. But a deeded lot, I guess I'd want to make sure that I can do what I want to do to the property. If I wanted to put in a storage building or landscape it a certain way or put a fence out so my dog can run around on the lot, I want to make sure that the HOA isn't saying, oh, no, it's got to go through our architectural committee or something like that. Then again, I'd want an architectural committee because you don't want your neighbor to turn it into a junkyard. So I'd be really curious of what kind of a HOA you have, what you can and can't do. I would go look at that and make sure, oh yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that, that's all okay for your lot. I'd ask, what's involved if you want to sell your lot, your lot? Is it truly deeded to just you? What if you want other people other than you to use your lot? Is that a problem? What if you wanted to rent it out? Can you do that? Can you let other people use it? So those are some of the key things I'd ask before I would purchase an RV lot. Now I got to tell you, they're charging $45,000 to $100,000 for a deeded RV lot in a dedicated RV resort. You can buy your own land for that much and get several acres. So, but if you want to live in that kind of a community and have it, then go for it. I would urge you to think about renting seasonally for a while before I would buy a deeded RV lot. See if that's really what you want to do. Spend a whole season out there, several months. Frank Nowicki.
Bed Rug is a brand name of a really nice truck bed system.
I'll check it.
Bed Rug.
Bed Rug.
I bet we have one tomorrow.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Hey, if you got an idea of where I can get a camera for the fifth wheel hitch installed, let me know. We'll drive. I need to get that done in Michigan, preferably. Charles Ellington.
Hi, Mike and Jen. We're scheduled to get our 2021 leisure travel van Wonder rear twin bed next week.
Congratulations.
With the macerator toilet, is it still recommended to keep the black tank valve closed when camping to avoid
the poopsicle? Yes, always, 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 always keep that black thing. Because what happens is it solidifies, and then it's really hard to get out. So just keep it always closed. The only time you should open it is when you're going to empty it. And even with the macerator, you need to use lots of water. Fill it up right with water, the black tank, before you empty it. And of course, have a lot of water in the gray tank to kind of flush it through. But do not leave the black tank valve open. Some people do, and they all will come to regret it eventually.
Don't do that.
So don't do that. Traveling Merton and Sue.
We are renting a Class C this weekend for our first camping trip.
Smart people. Smart people. You're going to figure
Very
out whether
good
you
idea.
like it. Yep. Good thinking.
I wonder what kind of Class C they're renting.
I don't know. Like those Cruise America. We've seen those over when we go out west. Eden Lawn Services.
Okay, we just upgraded to an Arctic Fox 29 5K.
That's a towable. Yep.
A 35 feet fifth wheel. Looking forward to new adventures.
So these are only like 2.5 feet longer than ours. So
hey, 2.5 feet. I either could have had bunk beds or a washer and dryer.
Yes. You could have had a washer and dryer if we'd gone one step up, but this is a big step for us. So
yes, it's a very. You said no, not 3 more feet.
Yeah,
Let's get used to this.
Congratulations, Debbie, to our previous caller. Okay, this is a new one from Debbie.
What kind of RV would you recommend for someone just starting out?
How can I answer that question, Debbie? I know nothing about you or your camping.
If you're just starting out, you're not going to live in it full time. I would say you just want to have some short adventures and bounce around the country and look at everything out there that you've wanted to look at for years. I think small is better. But if you get a little claustrophobic, I say you need to go to like an RV show. That's the best place to go. And go inside a B, go inside a C, and sit behind the wheel and see what you think of all this. And
talk to people who have towables and find out whether that's what you want. Are you comfortable with the tow? You can very affordably get a towable.
Yes. Yeah.
And
so much cheaper.
I mean, I'm looking here at the campground, and
they're all towables.
Trailers, the fifth wheel across from us.
There isn't a
fifth wheel over there. They're all towables.
There isn't a motorhome here.
No, not a single motorhome, and we're looking at maybe 10 different RVs out there. So towables are probably the most inexpensive way to get into it and find it. But it all depends on what your travel history is.
Get a good hitch if you get a towable. Don't chintz on the hitch.
Yep. D. Parker.
I've been out of the loop for a while and wondering if you have shared your blueberry muffin or barbecue recipes yet. No.
They're shot. I gotta find where they are.
You probably lost them.
No, I think they're on when I was editing in Adobe. I have them on that file, and then I switched to Final Cut Pro.
I'm not doing it again.
No, I know I have them. I just have to edit them.
Okay.
Okay, Dee, what do you want first, the blueberry or the barbecue? How about the blueberry? Boy, you haven't made blueberry muffins in a while.
I thought about it the other day. We had blueberry pancakes.
Dee, I'll do the blueberry in the next 2 weeks, I hope. So,
if you can find it.
If I can find it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's there. Chris Cowley, as he points out, what time? Oh my goodness, yeah.
Wow.
It's getting close. Make sure you get your questions, comments. And you can join the Facebook conversation as well. Yeah, do we make it clear every time that we're streaming this live on Facebook and on YouTube? And do we tell people how excited we are? Our Facebook RV Lifestyle group yesterday went to 100,000 members.
And do we tell people how busy our daughter is?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we need some more volunteers, folks, for moderators.
I mean, she's out visiting us for Father's Day, and she has
it's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
It's your day, not mine.
Yeah. But
yeah, she was here yesterday working this afternoon working.
She said, I'd like one day off.
Yeah. And I mean, at any time there's 200 people trying to join the group. And I said, well, can't we just let them all in? And she said, oh no. She said, everybody's trying to sell Bitcoin or promote their own get rich quick schemes and spam.
When you
stuff.
have a big audience, you got a lot of people that would like to tap into that and sell whatever they're selling.
But we probably are going to have to expand our team of moderators. And thank you to our moderators and our administrators and Phyllis and everybody who supervises our social media. But it's really our RV Lifestyle Facebook group has become such a resource.
Anybody out there who's on the internet knows what can happen.
Yeah.
And does happen.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Gibbs Gaming.
Any advice for driving a Class C RV long distance? It's going to be 5,500 miles round trip.
Break it up into little bits and pieces. And, a 5,500 mile trip round trip. So you've got, let's make it really easy. Let's say you got 3,000 miles each way. Figure a week going and a week coming back and at least a week staying wherever you're going. So, and then I would even add another week for serendipity. So divide it up, but try and stop early in the afternoon on each driving day. And after 3 driving days, spend 2 days in one spot. So do some planning and
do lots of planning.
Yes, you can rush out there in one fell swoop in a couple 3 days and then rush back. We've done it.
We've done it.
It is not worth it. You miss so much coming back. You miss so much going out. We believe in serendipity, stopping and seeing what we want to say.
We believe in driving till you drop.
Well, sometimes we do that too. We're trying to tell people not to do it. And that is our goal. If you're a regular, we've been talking. Our goal, one of the reasons we got this, we want to stay in one spot a little bit longer so we can more fully experience an area and a region of the country instead of just going and constantly moving.
I don't think our son could quite believe that we booked 2 weeks here.
2 weeks. And that's our advice to you when you get a new RV. Find a spot near your home and book an extended stay so you can slowly get used to it. And we have not spent every night in this. We've spent a couple of nights. We're only 5 miles from here. So a couple of nights we've gone home and slept in our much more comfortable bed.
Yes.
We got to do something about the mattress. We know that. But we're here every day. I've used it as an office. We're tinkering with it. We're setting it all up. And this has been the most fun of all the different RVs we've had to set up, hasn't it been?
Yes.
Yep.
Because we're slowing down a little bit.
Roseanne Corbin.
Did you keep the Wonder or trade it in? The Wonder is sitting at our house and warms my heart every time I go in the Wonder. I think that we will be selling it before fall or around then. It will have to find another home, but I love our Wonder.
Yes, we've thoroughly enjoyed it, and we always see kind of a motorhome somehow in our future. I don't know exactly. We'd hope to get a leisure travel van Unity. That's still a pretty strong possibility in the fall, but I'm not going to commit to anything other than we probably will be selling the Wonder in in a few weeks, a month or two, and either buying land with it, with the proceeds, or getting ourselves maybe even a Class B.
Our son and his wife and the 2 kids, we're going to make a little caravan with our 2 vehicles and have a little vacation for a few days in June. So we're looking forward to that. And our daughter, we said if they got anything in mind.
Particularly if we have property, like we could leave this at Michigan or in the 5th wheel in Michigan or in Tennessee, use the Wonder to go back and forth, invite our kids down or family, friends. There's a place for them to stay as well. So we're not in any hurry for it. Dot Anderson.
Hi, Mike and Jen. We just landed back in Maine after 11 months, 24,000-mile loop around the USA, stopping at 60 different campgrounds, elk lodges, and harvest hosts. we're old pros now at hooking and unhooking. My husband used the magnet with a ball on top to. That's
I have
a
no idea how
magnet
that
with
would
a
work.
with a ball on top to line up the hookup. No cameras were needed. Thanks for all the great advice you give.
Send me a
how are we
picture of
gonna
that,
do that?
Dot. I don't understand what you
Uses
mean. A magnet with
the
a ball.
magnet with a ball on top.
Maybe so you can see it in the rearview mirror. You should back
Yeah.
up. What I did is I took a piece of white paint and I just drew a line right down the center of the fifth wheel hitch, and I can see that. I can line up really good until I'm about maybe that far from it, and then I lose sight of it in the rearview mirror. So what I'd love is I could actually see it better, so I can get it, so it's whoop, there we go. So send me a picture. I'd like to see how that works. Jerry Cornelius.
On the camera installation, check with a shop that installs radios in automobiles.
I do. I have one that I use all the time. In fact, what did I just have them install here? Oh, I have them install my dash cam just so I wanted it, all the wires hidden and all that, and powered up. And they bought the magnet at the top at Camping World. Oh, well, that's our favorite shopping spot. So I'll go check it out.
We're going to have to
send me a picture, Dot. Mike and all of you, our personal email for questions is mikeandjen@rvlifestyle.com. Mike and Jen at rvlifestyle.com. But I'd love to see how that works. There it is right there.
Yeah.
That's our personal email. And
we need all the help we can get. This is a whole new adventure to us.
And it's fun. We're having so much fun learning new things,
Well, Bo's on the floor right now, isn't he?
Yep.
Instead of up on the sofa.
All right, as our time is winding down, we want to remind you that the sweepstakes, a new contest starts tonight, and that contest is for a $300 Waggle GPS and light camera system. Not a camera system, I'm sorry, a temperature monitoring system. And what that temperature monitoring system does is it sends you an alert if the temperature inside your RV goes below a certain point that you have set yourself. And you can also call it up on demand at any time from an app, wherever you are, to see what the temperature is inside where the little pet is. And
yes.
It gives you peace of mind.
Yes, you need it. If you have a pet, it's a nice thing to have.
And we're giving away two of them, and we'll announce the winners in 2 weeks. You can enter as many times as you want. Just go right there, rvlifestyle.com sweepstakes. Lots of different ways to enter, and good luck. We'll announce that. Remind you, our latest book, The Natchez Trace, is we're getting great reviews from that. Everybody seems to be enjoying it. This is the perfect time. And don't you think that the Natchez Trace is probably the best road trip that you can find?
It's a nice, relaxing trip.
It's a 440-mile trip.
444.
440. 440. No, 444. 444 miles. And from Natchez, Mississippi to Nashville, or you can go from Nashville to Natchez if you want, but it's a great trip, and $7, and we'll tell you where to go, where to stop, where to eat, what to see, and even where to camp. So that's our latest in our adventure, guys. And with that, we will be back next week with yet another one of our Ask Us Anything services. We've got a fun podcast coming up. We're going to talk about Boondockers Welcome and some changes there. That's a great service for you. We'll have Joel Howland on the program to talk about that. And next week, I'm going to do our video of the week. Next Saturday is going to be on our Starlink system and why it's good for certain types of RVers and why maybe not for most RVers yet. But we really have enjoyed it.
So Starlink, blueberry muffin, Starlink.
And I got to do the blueberry muffin. We'll just throw that in as a bonus. We'll just release that someday. Okay. How's that? Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Chris, over on YouTube, and Phyllis on Facebook. You guys are the best.
Happy trails.